This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Okay, it's really a great zechus to be at the Kever. Harav Eliezer ben Harav Bunim Tzemach Silver Goin Hadar b'Torah v'Chesed. He was the shining example of the generation, both in Torah learning and in his acts of kindness. Masav Kabirim Hatzas Yisrael b'Shoah. His colossal activities in saving Jews in times of the Shoah. As we mentioned on the bus, he raised $5 million in the 1940s to save Jews, and in incredible acts of rescuing children in his post-war activities and in bringing Jews back after the war. Takonos Gedolos Tikin Manig Niflazeh. He made many enactments. Roish Harabanim ba'America. He was the preeminent Orthodox rabbi in America. He had smicha from Rabbi Chaim Ozer Grzinski in 1906. He learned together with the Rogatchover, and amazingly, he left Russia, why would anybody want to leave Russia, to escape anti-Semitism. In 1907, he settled in New York, where he sold garments. He sold garments, and then he sold insurance. But then he accepted a rabbinical position in Kesher, Israel, in Harrisburg, and then he was a Rav in Cincinnati from 1931 until his death. This is very interesting to me. He was a group of delegations that petitioned President Taft to void a treaty with Russia because of the persecution of the Jews. You know how history repeats itself. So 100 years ago, he came to the president to void their treaty with Russia. And as was mentioned, he's also the founder of Agudas Yisrael in America. Two things of personal note. One of his primary Talmidim was Rabbi Shlomo Warman, who was later the Rosh Yeshiva of Hebrew Academy of Nassau County. And Rabbi Warman would tell me that Rabbi Eliezer Silver would come visit him in yeshiva, and he was like a father to him. And something that's very poignant to me, Rabbi Warman used to tell me that Rabbi Eliezer Silver would always encourage him to write Chidushei Torah, and he would edit his works. And Rabbi Warman was a prolific writer. He has at least 7 volumes, She'eros Yosef, and other volumes on the Moyadim. So when I started writing personally, I brought my writing to Rabbi Warman, and he edited my writing. So in a sense, it's very meaningful to me. They're not, the Divrei Torah of Rabbi Silver are not as well known. He wrote a Sfarim Anfei Erez. I wanted to share with you one Dvar Torah from Rabbi Eliezer Silver. This was said over by Rabbi Shmaryahu Shulman. The Mishnah says in Masechta Rosh Hashanah, there are 4 Rosh Hashanahs, 4 times the world is judged: on Pesach, on the fruit, on the grain, on Shavuos, on the fruit, on Sukkot, on the water, and on Rosh Hashanah the whole world is judged. And Rabbi Eliezer Silver asked, what happened to Yom Kippur? Isn't Yom Kippur a Yom Din? Why isn't Yom Kippur one of the days? Zakt Rabbi Eliezer Silver, Yom Kippur is not a Yom Din. It's a Yom Rachamim. It's a day of complete mercy. It's a day where your verdict can only improve, and therefore it's not counted in the Mishnah of one of the Yemei Hadin. It's a Yom Kulai Rachamim. So somebody who literally, when we say he was Meiser Nefesh, he gave everything he had for the Jewish people. It was a Raya Mehemna, a faithful shepherd for our people. Zechusa Yagin Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael. Amen. Amen.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.